NBA2K Sports broadcast. Broadcasting from Sacramento as the Kings take it to the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Timberwolves. So Sacramento will get the first possession. And it's Adebayo in the corner. It's hauled in by the Suns. Wagner looking it over. It's stolen by Anthony. Down low. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get primetime positioning inside.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Doug Christie gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He was blunt when talking about his assessment of Franz Wagner. Coach praised the toughness Wagner plays with, saying, "We're talking about a 6'10" wing who goes hard to the bucket. He invites contact. Those aren't easy guys to contend with." Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Here's Holmgren. Adebayo drives in.
Oh, you can see the athleticism of Adebayo on that drive. What a motor he has.
Outside, White. Driving the lane. And White with the stuff.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Black. Holmgren. Shaq with some nice D.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Pass to White. To the paint. He's looking for Mitchell and finds him. Good work defensively by Anthony.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. No good from outside. Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Anthony's shot is off. The Suns trailing. It's White on the wing. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Barlow. And here's Wagner. Just 4 to shoot. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's the screen. White goes in. He gets it in there. White's got his second bucket.
Cunning drive by White. He saw a hole and took advantage.
Black with it. Scoreless thus far. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Suns trail by 4. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Out to Anthony. The tray. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
It's striking to see how quick Anthony's release is. Ball's only in his hands for a split second.
Kings leading now by 7. Now Black. McDaniels outside. Another three for Sacramento.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Anthony from the arc. Jacks up a three. No good. And so it's Sacramento going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense.
14.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Sacramento?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Pass to Okoro. Off target from outside. Suns trail by 8 and taken away by Johnson. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks.
A strong catch and shoot option. Opponents will learn you can't give Johnson those kind of looks.
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. And what's your read on it?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Suns trailed by 11. And it's Wagner missing. And here now the Kings. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Outside, White. He takes it in. Pass to Barlow. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Johnson in the corner. Done with it. He's picked up by White. Carter for three. Offensive rebound. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Back to White. And stolen by Dunn. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. Good on the bucket. Dunn's got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
And that one's good by Shaq. So Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done with allowing freedom of movement has made this game a lot better than it was. I think the key, as it is in most things, is finding the balance where we're giving the defense a chance, not calling cheap fouls, but also not letting them just physically overpower each other.
Done with it. He's picked up by White. Pass to Cook. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Well, and that's where Carter wants the ball. foul line down.
Suns trail by 11. And stolen by Dunn. To the middle. Here's Carter. Inside. And he gets it to go.
Nice pass inside. Making things easy for him now.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And it's the Suns with the ball. Trailing by 13. Pass to Queta. Here's Collier. And Phoenix turns it over again. Kings leading now by 13. Here's Black. Still without a basket. Shoots over Collier. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Pass to Clayton. Here's Collier. Black with it. Kicked by Anthony. Over Whitmore. The rebound by Queta. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Kings lead by 13. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Suns trail by 13. Pass to Clayton. Here's Queta. Makes it off the glass. Queta's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Suns.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
The shot by Clayton, no good. Kings leading now by 11. There's the triple. It's good from long range.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Pass to Okoro. Now here's Anthony. Tries it from 19. The rebound by Collier. Suns trail by 14. Here's Clayton. Still yet to score. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And that one's good, Anthony.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
From about 19 feet, doesn't go for him. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Offensive rebound. Six to shoot. Again, the miss by Anthony.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
And yes, it's good. Barlow's got his first bucket in this one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now Black. Nothing on the board. Holmgren looking around. And here's Anthony for three. Again, the miss by Anthony.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence in this quarter. Nothing on target.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, well, the Kings are great offensively, but looking for continued improvement on the other end. Head coach Doug Christie said, defensively, what I'm asking them to do, the level of intensity, is difficult. I want you to play so hard that you raise your hand and say, quote, I need to come out of the game. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Hayden's shot is off. Holmgren with it. Now defended by Whitmore. Back to Anthony. Black with it. Okoro wide open. He fires. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Pass to Cada. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And that is why Holmgren went second in the draft. He can dominate the paint.
Buries the jumper to finish the break. Clayton's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, there you go, finding the best look they could.
Here's Black, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Athletic finish right there by Black. I like when he goes up strong like this.
Here's Collier. Black grabs the board. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Substituting on the court.
20 seconds left to play in the third. Carter on the wing. The three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. Carter's got 7 points in the game.
Well, Carter Jr. is selective from deep, but he has a good sense for when he should fire from there.
And so it's Sacramento. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stat.
Phoenix, 18.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Kings leading now by 15. Now here's Dunn. To the inside. Pass to Adebayo. Carter with the screen. Puts up a three. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Suns trail by 15. Here's Collier. Pass to Barlow. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
And here's Adebayo. A 3-ball. And it's Derek White with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And that one's good, Wagner.
Well, he's a 3-level scorer. That's what Wagner can do.
Dunn outside. McDaniels outside. Here's Carter. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And that one drops. And the Kings lead by 15.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Left side, O'Neal. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Adebayo the screen. Fires the three. Buries the deep ball. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Sacramento.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers, that they're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Done outside. Here's Adebayo. And here is Dunn. Adebayo the screen. For three. O'Neal there for the rebound. Suns trail by 16. It's stolen by Adebayo. Johnson surveying the floor. Johnson draws the double. Adebayo outside. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And good that time.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Now done. Just 5 to shoot. Adebayo outside. And the Kings another 3.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Kings.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Bam Adebayo.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Here's Barlow. There's a screen. The Suns need to get a shot off. And it's Wagner missing. And here now the Kings. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. McDaniels with the ball. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint.